Aita for wanting to tell my husband he needs to make his adult daughter move out. This might be long, but I really need to vent. Thanks in advance if you read. So, me and my husband have been married 15 years. He has 2 kids from his previous marriage, and I've always treated them like my own. A year after we got married, we had our youngest daughter together. All of us have lived under one roof ever since. Fast forward to now. The oldest will be 20 in January, and our youngest will be 14. They've always shared a room without major problems, until recently. Last year, I realized the oldest isn't nearly as clean as I thought. It got to the point where she had an entire trash bag of empty food wrappers just lying on her mattress that she was still sleeping on. On top of that, she left bowls with old food sitting out so long that they grew mold, either on her bed or around it. She even had a coffee pot and crock pot in there that were literally moldy because they'd been sitting dirty forever. I absolutely lost it when I saw that. Neither me nor my husband raised her to live like that. I would get it if she had some disability that made it hard to clean, but she doesn't. She literally walks through the kitchen every day on her way to work. How hard is it to drop dishes in the sink or trash in the can? It's not only gross, it's physically and mentally unhealthy. And honestly, if she wants to live like that, fine. But not under my roof where my youngest daughter is forced to share a room with her. I told my husband how I felt, that it was disrespectful and unfair to the younger daughter. I said flat out that if it was my adult child living here, paying nothing toward bills or groceries, I'd tell them to leave. Tough love maybe, but we didn't raise them to be lazy, and my house is not going to look like that. My husband's solution was just to tell her no eating or drinking in the bedroom. She followed that rule for about 6 to 7 months, then was allowed to again. I figured, okay, she's almost 20 now, maybe she's matured a little. Nope. Here we are, 5 months later, and I walked in to wake the younger one for school, only to see the oldest has started hoarding trash in her area again. Clothes everywhere, and a little box stuffed with dirty paper plates, candy wrappers, soda cans, snack wrappers, etc. Once again, she walks right past the kitchen and trash cans every single day. I told my husband, and all he did was tell her to take it out. Later, he added, no food or drinks in the room anymore. Well, today, she literally walked out of the room holding a drink. I asked him, I thought you said she wasn't allowed to? And his excuse was, I didn't see her. Which is BS because he did see her yesterday when he told her to take out her trash. Honestly, I feel like he just said that to shut me up. If I hadn't walked in, no one would have known until it got out of hand again. I don't want to live like this, and I don't want my 14-year-old stuck in a dirty, moldy room because her sister refuses to care. I'm at the point where I want the oldest to move out. Harsh? Yeah. But she clearly doesn't respect our house, our rules, or even her own health. She's proven she won't change. She could live with her mom, her grandma, or even one of her friends who's been asking her to move in. I know if I push this with my husband, it could cause a big fight. He'll feel like I'm making him choose between daughters. And I already know his excuse. She's paying for her car and $125 for her phone and insurance, which to me isn't an excuse. If she wants independence, she can learn to actually be independent. So Aita for wanting to tell my husband it's time for her to move out?